Possible to reduce the 10-day isolation period? Is that something that's under active consideration?
I know that Dr. Fauci spoke to that briefly. That would be a decision made by our health and medical experts and the CDC, so I would certainly point you to them. We're always assessing and looking at different steps that can be taken. Go ahead, Jeff.
Is the president satisfied at the speed at which all of this is happening? It was nearly 4 weeks ago over Thanksgiving vacation in Nantucket when he first talked about the Omicron variant. We've known Christmas obviously is coming for a long time, and yet these sites will not be set up until the end of this week, which is Christmas. Is he satisfied at the speed in which this is all happening?
Well, what the president's promise to the American people is, Jeff, is to constantly re-examine and improve our COVID response, including testing and testing access, and always look for a way to do better. And the announcement today is an effort to do exactly that. We have taken a number of steps over the past several months, and his view is we need to do more, and we need to do it more as ambitiously and aggressively as possible. And his announcement today is a reflection of that, and should be seen as his own assessment that we should be doing more.
As you know, a couple weeks ago, you stood here at the podium when there was a discussion about sending tests to people's homes, and you said, should we just send them to every American? As you've reflected on the change in Omicron here, have you reflected on your tone in that answer?
Well, Jeff, I would say there's not a day that goes by that I don't leave this podium and wish I would have said something with greater context or more precision or additional information. And that day there was a lot of good questioning on testing, and during that briefing I conveyed a lot of information about our expansion of testing, about the 50 million tests that we were making available, about the 20,000 free testing sites. And should I have included that additional context again in that answer? Yes, going back, I wish I would have done that. To be clear, so people have accurate information about how it works out there, which I know is your objective as well as mine, we're making tests free and accessible without the risk of them going to waste in the home of people who do not want them. So people will go to a website, which again we will put out there in January when the information is available, and they will be able to request free tests. That's something that is a reflection of the president's commitment to continue re-examining and improving our COVID response, including as it relates to testing. Go ahead, Ed.
And on testing, because why not? There's more to ask here, and I realize you may not have answers yet, but is there any sense of whether you'll be able to guarantee that from moment ordered online, how long one will have to wait to receive them? And are you going to be relying on FedEx, UPS, Amazon, or the Postal Service to help distribute these?
Again, really good questions, and we, of course, want people to be able to rapidly receive the tests, and people have certainty to know they can get a test, they can feel safe going to their workplace, seeing their family members, sending their kids to school. That's our objective. The details of how it will be distributed and the mechanisms will all be coming soon.